Yo, monkeys, it's me, DDP, the king of Bada Bing, the master of Diamond Cutter, the three-time world champion, WWE Hall of Famer, founder and CEO of DDP Yoga. Good God! And you, monkey, well, you're listening to 5 Moves of Doom. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
We are 6.5 hours away from the greatest show on the WWE, the greatest show in pro wrestling calendar. You can keep your Wrestle Kingdoms, you can keep your G1. It's WrestleMania in 6 hours, Jack.
Oh my days!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Are we excited, everybody?
I've completely forgotten the intro. That's how excited I am.
It's fine. We're rolling with it. We're rolling with it.
This is the 5 Moves of Doom podcast. That man over there is the rockstar Jack Dillinger, and I am your host, Ben Siddle, and this is WrestleMania night. We've waited all year for this.
Waited all year for this.
This is the night we watch wrestling for. You excited?
We are not going to talk about NXT, though.
No.
No, we're going to wait and leave that.
We are, because
it was a fantastic night, though.
I didn't see that coming.
No, lot of talking points here, Ben. So.
Well, we'll get on to that in a future episode. We don't usually talk about NXT, but when you got the takeovers, you sort of have to. We are going to do, there's 16 matches on this card. We're going to get through them as quickly as we can and do some predictions for you. But before we do, let me remind you to head over to your favourite social media platform of choice.
It is Twitter.
Make sure you're following us on Twitter over there to keep up to date with us, and then make sure wherever you listen to your podcasts are, whether it's Spotify or iTunes or Podbean or wherever, Apple Music, are we on that one?
Yes.
Then yes, that one as well. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're followed, make sure you're sharing it with your friends to share the 5 Moves of Doom love.
And if you are listening whilst you are in the stadium,
yes,
you are amazing.
Yes. Okay, this is really, really last minute because it's 6 hours away. But I see a 5 Moves of Doom podcast sign in that arena.
Yes.
Oh, we will send you the biggest care package.
Or just a picture. Just a picture of you listening to this episode whilst in the stadium.
That'd be brilliant.
Yes.
That'd be brilliant. Although if you're in there right now, do not send me that picture yet because I don't want to know what the set looks like.
No.
I always spoil it every year, but this year I'm going to not look at the spoiled pictures that we always get, and we're going to have that set. Last thing you can do to show some support for 5 Moves of Doom podcast is head over to Smart Mark Clothing. Do a Google search for that. You will find our shirts on there. They are pretty good, if I say so myself.
Pretty damn good.
And for fans of Drew McIntyre, look out for our next one coming out, because that one, again,
brand spanker.
It will be out soon. Right, Jack?
Yes.
WrestleMania. The show of shows.
It's here.
The granddaddy of them all.
Mania, baby!
Hours away. You know what? Before we do that, Raw and SmackDown, go home shows.
Oh, man!
They were alright, weren't they?
They were damn good!
They were alright. Kofi with a great promo.
Kofi Mania, just whisper it.
Just whisper it.
Just whisper it. But it is. I'm sorry, this has kind of overshadowed the main event for me.
We were talking about this earlier. It's probably the most over and the most logical, decent story going into WrestleMania.
Yes, I have not felt this way in a long time.
Since Daniel Bryan.
I have never I didn't get Daniel Bryan. I didn't want Daniel Bryan to win.
No, we not necessarily wanted him to win, but we wanted the Authority to lose.
I didn't. I was like, just don't.
Whoa, heel turn from Jack Dillinger.
Everybody knows that. But the thing is, outside the studio, we normally go. Ben joins me for a cigarette before we start rolling on here. And I said months ago, Kofi's the one they should have done with some of that. I was like, I don't know if he gets like an IC title run or something, but he deserves more. And then this happens.
By chance.
By chance.
Because it was meant to be Mustafa Ali. Sorry, Ali. It was meant to be Ali.
I do feel for Mustafa Ali. I really do. But the people that saying that it should be Ali instead of Kofi and this is wrong and it's not.
If it was Ali, it wouldn't have got to Mania.
I think he probably would have.
It would have stopped at Fastlane.
He was pushing him big, and he was going places.
I don't think the fans would have gotten behind Ali quite as much as they got behind Kofi, and I think it's the fans that have pushed Kofi.
Yes.
To Mania, because there was meant to be Kevin Owens and Kofi was going to finish at Fastlane. So that interesting thing I read earlier on, I think it was coming from Big Daddy Dave Meltzer, has said that the reason that the main event is the women is because the fans wanted it. We all joke about that. They said the fans were going to be in control and nothing's changed, but it's the fans that have put this match in the main event.
Without doubt, man.
Ronda, Becky, fire on SmackDown, absolutely amazing on Raw.
Great. Oh, Queen, man, knocking her head off. Couldn't believe it.
I have one issue with that segment, right? It was brilliant. It was everything you could want in a high octane, high intensity brawl with the police.
It's what the feud needed.
Yes, but Ronda clearly wasn't aiming for Becky's head when she kicked the window out.
Oh,
Becky was on the seat of the chair, and Ronda's aiming up there at the window, and I'm like, I know that obviously they did it that way so that like there wasn't a chance of Becky getting her and everything like that. But when you watch it back, you sort of think,
yeah, but you could also see what they were trying to do. Like, she's mistakenly in a fury kicked out of the window, and it's just come out.
Yeah, I did like the Charlotte bit at the end, just that knee.
When Charlotte come out of the car, and it was all chaos.
Although now I'm thinking back at it again, point number 2 about why it was a little bit what. And why did they try and put 2 arrested felons that have attacked each other in the back of the same cop car?
Why? What was Ronda doing? Trying to drive without
with no arms.
With no arms.
So what she's done is she's gone to find herself in the driver's seat and just put her foot down on the accelerator and just gone for it.
It was amazing, and I was like, what? But
it was just a crazy segment.
It was crazy.
Just a crazy segment. Oh, I did like Becky's callback to it on SmackDown when she went, well, this T-shirt is coming good, hasn't it?
Yes.
That was pretty good.
And then we had strong showings from everybody. Even that 18-man tag team match, where I thought, this is just going to be the worst match I've ever seen in my life. It was damn entertaining.
It was... I won't say they were perfect go-home shows, because there's been better.
Yeah.
For the people that aren't in our little 5 Moves of Doom group chat with myself, Jack and Chris, last week obviously Chris did his top 5 WrestleMania go home Raws, and then on Monday night texted us both to say I may have to redo my list. It was a bloody good go home show.
It was a bloody good effort.
Right, should we look at WrestleMania?
Let's do it.
Right, I'm going to go down this list because I've tried to order them the best I can, but then I'll be honest with you now. When I was writing it out, I got to the end and realised I hadn't put the Andre Battle Royal in yet. So
we're going to start with that.
So we'll do the Andre Battle Royal to start with, because it is at the end of my list, but that's only because I'm an idiot when it comes to writing lists. Who you got?
I've got Almas.
Almas?
Don't know why, I've just got a feeling.
It's just look at the draw, isn't it?
It really is. I don't think Strowman's going to win. I don't think it's going to be the SNL guys.
Well, better not be the SNL guys.
Don't think it's going to be Gronk.
I don't think Gronk's going to be there, is he?
So I can only see it.
Almas can deal with it. I've gone for Keith Lee.
Yes.
Keith Lee.
They did it with Killian Dane, didn't they?
No, it was Baron Corbin, weren't it? Debuted in it and won it.
Oh, what did Killian Dane do?
Not a lot, which is the point and the problem. He doesn't...
I'm sure he was in it and this was his big...
Was it?
Because he stormed through people, didn't he? I remember it.
Sure that wasn't on NXT?
No, it was on
his debut on the main is they got called up.
No, he was in the Andre Battle Royal before.
And then went that was not a call up. Just
no, it's just a.
I can't remember him being in it. I think it's about time that we use the Andre Battle Royal for what it was meant to be, and build stars. You can use it in the same way you can use the Rumble to push someone off the bat, same as the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
The reason I think Keith Lee is because I think he's everything Vince wants in a star, and when Vince wants something, he's going to want it now, and he can just pop up in there, and we can get his glorious entrance music on the main roster.
Amazing. I love him to death. But I am going with Almas.
Almas again.
But, if I can't see any of his winning this, so
no.
But there it is.
What do you think is going to happen with Braun and the SNL guys?
I haven't really put any thought into it. I really don't know.
either Braun's going to be distracted and only go after the SNL guys and eliminate them, and in doing so, drop his guard and get chucked over the top rope by the Big Show, because he's going to be in it, because he's in every single fucking one. Or the other way round. Do you know what I mean? They're going to hide. Braun's going to clear the ring, get distracted by eliminating someone else. Maybe
but that's going to have to carry on then, and I don't think it will. This is going to end at Mania.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope it does. I hope it ends, because I don't want... And I don't get the obsession with him anyway. I'm not... But then again, we don't watch SNL.
No.
I don't know. I don't see the attraction to them.
You know, but I hope it ends at Mania. Let's be real.
I think it has to, really.
Yeah. And that's the only way. Because Braun's got to get his hands on them. Got to give them the comeuppance.
Are you reading some stuff online? And when I say reading some stuff, it's just comments and stuff on Facebook and things that people tag me and send to me. Worried for Braun Strowman's future. The thing is that when WrestleMania and the big shows come around, he's always doing some sort of jokey thing. Last year it was a 10-year-old Nicholas. This year he's doing this thing with SNL.
Yeah.
So what do you make of it? He didn't get anywhere near the Universal title. He got squashed by Brock, which we have spoke to you about before, so don't worry about that bit. But in terms of going forward, is he going to be the next big show that could have had it all but won't?
Yes. It's looking that way at the minute, but I think he can easily be turned around.
My theory, my thought pattern behind this is, in terms of him, he's doing some jokey thing with the SNL guys. What else is he going to do?
That's the problem.
Find me something else to do on that card. Because, yeah, okay, it's the booking, and WWE could have booked him better, but he's not getting any shot at any of the titles. Not interested. He's not doing any high-profile stuff with Triple H or Brock or any of them. Yeah, we're good. He's in the Battle Royal, but he may as well have an angle going into the Battle Royal as opposed to just being a name in the Battle Royal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm all right with that. Going forward, I don't think it's going to be the end of him, because we've got to work on the assumption that Brock's going.
Yeah.
So we need that big, powerful guy in the main event. He might not hold the title for another 3 years, but if he's working and he's working well...
No, I'm not that. He can easily be turned around. He has one night where he just goes off the ball on Raw.
Yeah.
Does everything and, destroys everybody. He's fine.
The thing, he's still doing the same act he was 2 years ago. Get his hands, power slam, power slam, power slam.
Running around the ring.
And the crowd still love it.
Yeah.
Like, we spent 10 years hating on John Cena for shoulder tackles, and Braun's got him over again.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Shoulder tackles, man. Well, Kevin Owens got him over.
Yeah. Right, let's talk about matches. Usos versus Ricochet and Black versus The Bar versus Nakamura. And Rusev, not just Nakamura.
Not just Nakamura.
Um,
Gutted it's not Usos versus the Hardys. I really am.
I think that would have been a great match, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it just sold it on paper. It got two big names going at it. Why? Why are the Hardys in the Battle Royal? I don't get it.
Why reunite them just for the Battle Royal?
Exactly. Why is Matt coming back just for that?
Unless Matt's gone. They're gone, do you want to come back? He's gone, yeah, but I can't really do a lot. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be doing the same... Actually, now think about it, if that is the case, and it is just speculation, if he is back, but he's still not carrying an injury, but because of what the injury was, can't move the same way that he used to be able to, putting him stuff like a Battle Royal or an 18-man tag match and stuff like that, it's going to sort of hide what he can't do.
Yeah.
Whereas if you put him in a 2-on-2 match, which is all about them, he's going to have to perform. And maybe he can't anymore. Not that he can't go anymore, but because of his injuries.
Yeah.
As a theory.
That is the problem. Oh, what do you think? You go first. Because I'm going to base it, I'm going to see
what
you
I
think
say.
First. Yes.
I am going to pick the Usos to retain. And I have a reason. Is that I think because the Usos are that good, and because the Usos are that over, and because the Usos are that impressive, when they drop the titles, it has to be in some sort of decent situation.
Yeah.
I like the, again, little side note, I like the theory behind where this match has come from, i.e. what you did to help Kofi was shit.
Yeah.
You're going to get punished for it. I wish it had been Vince that announced it and not Alexa.
Yeah, she seemed like some kind of bloody general manager. And she come out.
Host of Mania, man.
No, but the host don't make matches. When's the host ever made matches?
Hey, that's the point. Why didn't she just insert herself into the main event? Oh my god, she's going to do that on the show, isn't she?
No, she's not.
Who you got for the tag match?
I am going with the Usos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Right. Well, I'll get this one out of the way. Women's Battle Royal.
Who do you got?
Should we write it? Let's
Right. it. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Damn right, I've got the same.
It's Lacey Evans.
Yep, sure.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Everything is leading up to that.
Her last match, I may be wrong, I may have missed something, but her last match was the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
And her next match is going to be a Battle Royale.
Yeah. She's going to win it.
She has to win it.
Yep.
She has to win it. The only other option is Asuka, and as a reward gets a title shot at whatever the title is at the end of at WrestleMania. That's the only other thing I can see. But if you go with Asuka, what's the point in all this Lacey Evans bullshit?
Exactly. It's going to be Lacey Evans.
Also, side note, Lacey Evans, don't like that they've changed her screen graphics to pink and blue girly stuff. Whereas when she came out with like the military stuff,
shit,
yeah, that looked really good because she was a sassy Southern belle, but she was hard as nails.
Yeah.
Now she's just, look, I've got a nice dress on.
Yeah.
Which is a bit, nah.
Yeah.
But we agree, Lacey Evans.
We agree. I have got an interesting take on this one.
The Boss and Hood Connection versus the Divas of Doom versus the Iconics versus the Samoan Botch Squad.
I am going to go with...
I've got a feeling I'm going to agree. Go on.
The Iconics.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to agree.
Because they are superstars.
I think that everyone thinks that the Iconics are in this match to take the fall. But I think they're going to steal it.
Yeah.
The focus of the match is going to be... Well, they're all going to team up and take out the Samoan duo. Then the focus of the match is going to be Boss and Hug versus the Divas of Doom, Natty and Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to see Beth Phoenix back. What a talent. And then in that, while it all focuses on that, the Iconics are going to steal it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be brilliant.
They entertain me massively on SmackDown again.
Yeah.
They're not getting all this coverage for no reason. I think Vince sees it. They are... You could see them on ESPN's. You could see him on talk shows.
No. Not necessarily ESPN, but you could see him on The Tonight Show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can see him on James Corden's thing, on
Exactly.
Celebrity Rap Battle and stuff like that. Yes, definitely. Because me and my good lady Lindsay were watching SmackDown this morning. We didn't watch it live last night. We watched it first thing this morning. And she's made comment about them being really screechy. And I went, yeah, but they're meant to be really annoying and get under your skin. And Lindsay went, yeah, but they're not. I like them. It's just the sound of their voice is a bit off. And I was like, well, that's brilliant, because that's what we think about the Iconics. Yeah. I can remember watching NXT years ago with her, though, and her going, oh, I don't like this Billie Kay person. Who now look at her. She's been amazing. Right.
Amazing.
Reigns versus McIntyre.
Another match I have not put any thought into.
I like it. They've sold me on it. They've not done anything, but they've sold me on it. Because every single week... Now, the only thing they've not sold me on it is it's only pointing to one result. But every single...
Reigns win.
Yeah, Reigns has got to win. Because every single week, McIntyre gets the better of him. Every single week, McIntyre jumps him, leaves him laying, attacks him, drop that... And they're doing it Claymore after Claymore after Claymore. The story's going to be that he kicks out the Claymore, Superman punch, spear, 1, 2, 3. The story they should have told with Brock... But then Brock's date kept getting pushed back. So they're going to tell that story now. And McIntyre is good enough to be able to carry on afterwards without missing a beat. I like the whole, can Roman overcome McIntyre? And if it was higher up the card, and in the world was in a slightly better shape, I would have had McIntyre use the leukemia in his promos. Yeah? Leukemia's got nothing on me. Do you know, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
But... Yeah, it's not a bad thing, because I do like the guy. They've sold me on him as well. Roman wins it.
I think I'll go with the same, but I'd love to see... I don't know what's happened with Roman recently, because he seems to have just like... He's always taken back by something after, like, he's out of it or something. You know what I mean? Mentally, like, out of it.
Yeah.
And I think if they could play on that and have McIntyre beat him, and then Roman thinks, am I good as I was after... what happened? The
self-doubt angle for Roman is something I think they've always been able to do.
That'd get him over. Even more.
Couple of losses. Starts, can I do it? Can I live up to the thing?
Yeah.
Dean leaves. He's lost his brother. That can get to him.
And Seth's flying.
Yeah. It could. Well, it's not going to happen. That sort of thing could lead to the heel turn.
Yeah.
And I've got something to prove. I'm going to prove that I'm better than Seth. The story is it was supposed to be me.
You could easily not turn me on it.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
and do it like that.
I understand why they've not given Reigns a lot to do since he's been back because of the
Thor.
The what?
Kind of that kind of story.
Yeah.
Kind of goes through all that shit. So, yeah, but I'm going with Roman.
Curveball. Dean's not leaving. Dean costs Roman. McIntyre wins.
It's something they do. Do
you know what I mean? No, it's definitely Roman. Joe and Mysterio.
What's happening with Mysterio, man? Is this because he only apparently missed SmackDown? He's going to be fit for Mania.
Yes, he's got an ankle injury after the match on Baron Corbin on Raw. Let's work on the idea that Mysterio's fit.
Okay.
Who is it? Joe. I agree, and I don't like the fact that they did the whole. Oh yeah, he's just got a match. Like they should have done number one contenders battle royal or something and have him earn the match. Obviously, the big talking point is Dominic's going to be at ringside for it, but they've not done anything more about that.
No.
They should have had a couple of promos from Joe.
Yeah.
Like in the typical Joe fashion. All right. On the flip side, then Mysterio can't go. His ankle's a bit bruised or whatever. Who's replacing him?
Well, it all points to Cena, don't
it? I
wouldn't be that thrilled with it, but it does.
Well, Joe and Cena is what we said from the start.
Yeah.
But it needs more build.
It does.
What if it was Andrade?
Oh man. It should have been Andrade versus Mysterio.
Oh, it should have done.
Oh my god.
It definitely should have been.
Won the Andrade Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Oh, in a perfect world. Oh, no, it's going to be Mysterio.
I think Mysterio will be fit.
Yeah, two heels. They're not going to do that in Mania.
This is an interesting one. Randy Orton and AJ Styles. Very, very good program. They sold me. I texted you on the night.
They did.
I said, how would you sell a WrestleMania match in one promo? It was AJ Styles and Randy Orton 2-3 weeks ago. And then last night was Tuesday night.
Destroyed each other.
It was really, really good. Even bringing up the failed drug tests. Best part of the whole segment, though, and this isn't detriment to them, was Kevin Owens realising it was about to kick off and just did one, didn't he?
He is fantastic.
Who you got for this match?
I'm going to go with Randy Orton.
Why do you think Randy Orton, Jack?
Because I think AJ's going to go to Raw.
Well, you can go to Raw with a win.
I don't think he can. Well, it'd be better if he'd go with a loss. Because Orton then can be propelled, and he could be the one to take down Kofi Kingston. Or something like that.
On one hand, I think, yes, it's Orton, because the story they're telling is WWE versus the Indies. And I don't think, to an extent, that Vince will want the Indies to appear better than WWE. On the other hand, he's been in WWE for 3 years now.
Yeah.
He's just signed a new multi-year deal. He seems to be WWE in his blood. Otherwise, he would have jumped to AEW with his mates. And they don't seem that against the whole indie thing anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for AJ Styles, right? And I'll tell you for why. I think if Orton was going to win, the finish of the match would be phenomenal forearm, caught in midair, RKO, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. He caught him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But they did that on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I don't think they'll do that twice. So for that reason,
I think they're both good enough to come up with something new there.
I like to think, I challenge myself, and this isn't a detriment, this isn't a bad thing. I like to think, right, Randy Orton's got a big match, where's he going to get the RKO from? Because that's the thing, we love it when he likes it. First time he hit Evan Bourne when he went for the shooting star press, amazing. That one at WrestleMania 31 on Seth when he was amazing. Catching him on the springboard for the phenomenal forearm, that's fair enough. Where's he going to hit this RKO from now?
Styles Clash.
I was just thinking that in my head. I was like, how? Unless he can...
Calf Crush.
Goes for the car crusher, rolls through. I just think if Orton was going to win, it would be that spot. And I think they've done that spot. They're not going to do it again. And if Orton does win and it's a new amazing spot, then so I'll put my hands up and go, you know what, deserves it. But I think it's going to be Styles, because then I think they'll move Styles to Raw, and Real go after the title straight away against Seth. Miz and Shane, very very good Miz segment on Tuesday night. Whoa,
Oh, it's going to be the Miz, isn't it?
Is it?
Yes, Shane's there to be put. Shane's good at putting people over, and this is what he's going to do again. Even though we're going to get some crazy Shane spot from a helicopter or something.
Oh my God, he's on the Statue of Liberty. Side note, why was Michael Cole on SmackDown?
They've done that in the past, though. That's what I will say. Like,
Really?
can you remember when with SmackDown first couple of years, and it was always Michael Cole and Michael Cole and Jerry on SmackDown doing SmackDown commentary, and JR used to pop up sometimes backstage doing interviews and stuff. So.
All right. But it's just these days it's very much a hard split, isn't it?
Yeah. It was nice to see him on SmackDown, though.
I just think he got lost. Bless him. He's got a big workload on, hasn't he? I just think he just wandered out to the ring, and they were like, "No, it's not Raw,
It's not
Michael."
Raw, mate.
And then he saw Becky and was like, "Oh yeah." It wasn't.
Someone I know.
It wasn't even that segment, was it? It was Daniel Bryan's segment. My bad. Yeah, but I think Miz is probably going to win that. The only thing again is that there's that theory of that you look weak on the go home and you win and he looked very very strong in the go home.
Yeah.
You might take yourself back 2 years ago, and I tell you that the Miz beats Sanity in a 3-on-1 Falls Count Anywhere match.
I know, crazy man. Now, I wasn't even that mad.
He looked really good doing it. Really, really good.
In the pouring rain.
The only
And the way Becky come in the police car at the same time, I was like, that's brilliant, man.
The only thing, I've not necessarily changed, but I think they would have made it even better. You know, at the end where he did the thing where he pushed the trolley bit into, was it Eric Young's head?
Yeah.
And then at that point where he was, there was the production truck at the back, and there was somebody there on the back of the production truck. Like
Triple H.
Right, it was Triple H on the back of it. What if that was Shane? And he just looked up.
Yeah.
He just looked up, and there's Shane staring down at him. And then he looks up again, and Shane's on top of the production truck. But I just think that would have been
It would have been a very nice talk.
that little image, and he's just staring him out, and Shane's there with the best in the world trophy, and that's the image he's staring up at, and he's angry about. I think that would have been fantastic. But I did like the whole Shane was there and drove away. I thought that was fantastic. Angle and Corbin.
It's gonna be. It doesn't matter who's gonna be because Baron Corbin. This is his moment, man. This is where he's gonna be the fucking megastar. Well,
It's going to be Baron Corbin. I'll tell you why. Because you don't go out standing up.
No.
You go out on your back.
it's gonna be Baron Corbin. This is gonna be the making of Baron Corbin.
Or it's going to be Angle by DQ because Corbin's just going to destroy him.
Whatever
Break
happens.
Break him.
Corbin is going to look amazing.
I don't really care.
You will care after. Because Corbin's going to the main event, man.
Main event of what? 205 Live? Main event. Oh, you mean going to the Wednesday night show main event?
Oh my god. This is it, man. I'm sorry. Been saying it for a while. Corbin is the star people don't see.
He's too limited in the ring.
Doesn't matter.
He's too limited in the ring.
So what? Rock was limited in the ring. Austin was limited in the ring.
Yeah, and they've both got more talent, charisma-wise, in their little toe than Corbin has seen.
But he's the heel.
Rock got over as a heel.
Look at the reactions he gets. He gets more reaction than
It was what I was saying to you earlier.
anyone.
It's cheap heat, and cheap heat is still heat. But it's only going to get... He needs to do something different after Mania.
And he will.
To step it up. Why? He's not done anything different in the last 6 to 10 months.
It's going to be different, man. Be
He's still doing this. He's still doing the same shtick he did when he was the GM, and he's not GM anymore. Him losing that GM role has done nothing. He's not seen any downside from it. So what was the point in doing that?
Just bear with me. Watch out, because Baron Corbin is coming.
I wish he wasn't. I wish he wasn't in his waistcoat.
He was fantastic on Raw. Tell me he wasn't.
Why did that close the show?
I'm not sure. I was falling asleep in that match.
Oh, but it was amazing on Raw.
I'm not saying the match was great. I meant his promo.
But why did that close on? Why did that close Raw? I know technically it didn't because I did the recap of the arrested bit, but
I really don't know. In hindsight, I don't know because I fully expected they closed that because it was all going to continue to crack off.
I would have either closed on that. But then again, when you think actually they didn't, that's a good thing. Like it didn't need to close it. The one I would have closed it on, bearing in mind what the segment was, is our next match.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
If you had ended the Raw, go home Wrestlemania with Hunter kiss my ass, and then he just drops the mic and does one, or the heat on Batista. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who you got? Triple H and Batista.
This is a very, very hard one to call.
Triple H's career on the line.
That's the problem. I don't think Triple H is done yet. That's the problem.
Let me ask you this.
He's going to put over an NXT star in his last match.
Let me ask you this question. Knowing where Triple H is stature in the company, knowing who he is and what he is, do you think it matters if he's officially retired? Bearing in mind his best mate came out of retirement last year. He could lose this match, be officially retired, and then we'll still see him in a year's time.
No, well, Triple H, because you're going to have to see Batista after that. If Batista wins, he's going to have to come back. No, I don't think he will.
No, he doesn't have to.
Well, he does, kind of, because he got it.
Why? Well,
we're never going to see Batista again.
You can just do a bit. You can do one interview from his home via satellite, all his titles in the background, and they go, Batista, we've all got one question. You came back to WWE, you set your sights on Triple H, you defeated your mentor, the person that some people say brought you to this business. What's next? And he goes, nothing.
The whole, you've never beaten me. I think that will lead to Triple H beating him.
Anyone else in the company that's not Triple H? Anyone else, I'd agree. But I don't think Triple H cares. Batista is a very good friend of Batista's. And I think and I think Triple H will quite happily go into retirement knowing that. And I think if Batista comes out on that and they go, what's next? After you got, and he goes, nothing. I'm done with wrestling. I'm bigger than wrestling now.
There's no payoff there, though. There's no payoff. If Triple H goes out, I honestly think Triple H will lose his last match to an NXT guy.
I'd love to think that.
I honestly do believe that.
Which one?
I have no idea.
Johnny Gargano.
He can't. He's like two of Johnny Gargano.
Babatunde. That's the 2 podcasts in a row I brought him up. Keith Lee.
He's never been so over.
Lars Sullivan. He's gonna
he's
gonna lose to Lars
Sullivan. Where's Lars gone?
Oh, right, you're gonna have to do this one because I haven't watched 205 Live in about a year and a half.
I haven't as well, but I'm gonna go.
Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese, by the way, people. I'm gonna
go Tony Nese because I think it's time for Buddy Murphy to drop the title.
I'm just gonna go Buddy Murphy because I like him. Oh, although thinking about it, if Nese wins the title and Murphy wins it, Murphy can come to Maine properly, and we can actually get a decent run out of him, maybe. But I'm just guessing and saying Buddy Murphy.
Straight after Mustafa Ali.
Do you reckon? Lashley versus Finn Balor.
Let's talk about. That was like the one thing that didn't please me.
Oh, that was shit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In any situation, I don't like them pre-announcing the Demon. Right? I think that it just lowers the blow.
It's very tame on the main roster now.
And I just think if we got to Mania, Bobby Lashley comes out, he's pacing the ring, Leo's there doing his bit, and then the lights go out and the Demon comes out. Absolutely amazing.
Problem is, sorry to interrupt, and you can finish in a second. This problem is, it's becoming like the Demon's unbeatable now. When it wasn't because Joe beat him on NXT.
Yeah.
As the Demon.
Yeah.
But on the main roster, it's like, it's just because it's the Demon he's going to win. And that's because it is, again, because Lashley's not going to beat the Demon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the fact that the Demon's not been beat, and I do like the fact that the WWE they might have picked up on it, but they haven't mentioned it on screen yet. Do you know what I mean? Because then they can do this thing about who's going to beat the Demon. Because I think they started to tell that story when he chose to not be the Demon for Lesnar, because they can do this story further down the line, maybe a year down the line, maybe 2 years down the line, where Finn can't win the big one without the Demon, and then he goes on this quest to prove that he can. And then you get the big payoff where, for the sake of argument, he moves to SmackDown and he wins the WWE Championship off of, top of my head, Samoa Joe. Without the Demon, we have that big crowning moment.
And then we have Demon Balor versus Finn Balor. You cannot tell me the Attitude Era won't do it.
The Attitude Era. I mean, they did it in the Ruthless Aggression era with Fake Kane, mate. But in terms of what happened on this week's on Raw, if they're going to announce it, you could have just done a segment like that. But he didn't need to do the whole...
He didn't.
I was like, oh, you're on screen far too long.
Yeah. Demon shouldn't say anything.
No.
Not a word.
No.
He's just this silent demon. But I just think it just kind of ruins the match for me, because it's like, oh well, you had the feeling that it was coming out anyway.
Here's the. What do you mean? The fact that it's the Demon we're going to see, or the fact that they announced the Demon?
I think a bit of both, because you already know, because it's the Demon, you think, oh, Lashley's not going.
Yeah, you're going Balor as well, are you?
Yeah,
yeah. I was thinking about this yesterday when I was waiting for SmackDown to come on. If this was the end game, and the end game was Demon Balor, or Balor recalls the Demon, beats Bobby Lashley, gets his title at Mania, they should have told that story. They should have told the story that Finn can't beat Lashley.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, plans went up in the air and he got the match at Rumble against Lesnar. He lost that, and then for whatever story, Elimination Chamber, he's got a shot at Bobby Lashley, loses. 2 weeks later, he fights his way back into the fast lane. He's got a shot against Bobby Lashley, loses. Lashley and Leo go, right, that's it, you're out, you're done. I'm not got any more time for you. And then through whatever tournament, battle royale, whatever, fatal four way, gets one last shot, and then doesn't announce anything. But at Mania, comes out as the Demon and beats him as the Demon. Yeah. That tells that story, and it adds to the later down that he needs the Demon. So then later down the line, we can do the whole. He's determined to do it without the Demon. And I think that's how if they'd have told that, I think we'd have all been happy to see the Demon. And I'm going to be happy to see the Demon just for the pure spectacle of the entrance. Yeah. But in terms of...
Have we ever seen Demon at Mania?
No. He's only been at one Mania.
Yeah.
Which was last year in the Triple Threat that opened the show.
It's going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Finn Balor Club for everybody.
Balor is someone I can see will never leave WWE. He's just happy, isn't he?
Something. I'm sorry.
I'm not scared. Not worried. At all about Finn Balor.
I'm not worried, but I'm worried about. I'm sorry, but there's only so far he can take this, because his scripted promos, because it obviously is scripted, is not good.
No,
and that worries me, because he's not charismatic at all. It's like listening to an ironing board. I'm sorry, it is. You can look at him and think he's great and everything like that, but it's only going to take you so far.
He did alright in NXT.
NXT's different though, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be.
It's getting scripted promos, and it's hurting him.
It doesn't have to be different, man.
It doesn't, and
I
wish it wasn't.
It doesn't have to be different.
I wish it wasn't.
We can treat it as the same thing.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Right, we're at the 3 main event matches, and I know there's only one main event, but if New Japan can have co-main events, then so can we. Let's get this one out of the way. Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan.
Kofi Mania, man!
Is that what you're going for? Do you think, is it going to be his time? 11 years. You know what happens next. That's why he's scared. That's why I see you shaking.
I'm going with Bryan.
You're going with Daniel Bryan.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm so gutted. I am so gutted that I have got to. But I just, because of, I think someone's got to lose here. Someone's got to lose.
Out of the 3 main events?
Yeah. And I can't see Seth losing, and I can't see Becky losing.
I'm going to go against that, and I'm going to go, fuck it, they're all winning. You want a new era? Vince has promised us a new era. Let's kick off a new era.
Can I change my pick? Can we just edit all that out? Because I love Kofi Kingston so much.
Tell you what I'm going to do, Jack. We're going to come back to that one for you. We're going to do the other 2, because I think these are a bit more straightforward.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and we'll discuss why it's going to be Kofi Kingston.
Is Lesnar leaving?
Oh, that's an entire whole of a podcast, mate. Yes. I think he is.
Are we going off Lesnar's leaving?
I think the actual on-air references to UFC, I think the stuff that went on with Cormier at UFC, I think the stuff with John Jones, I think the comments Cormier has made recently, Lesnar wants that last UFC fight, maybe even UFC run. And I think he's a very, very clever businessman. I think he's a very, very clever athlete. And he's going to know, I can't keep putting it off. At some point, At some point, it's too late. At some point, he's too old, and he might be able to beat them all up in the street. He's a beast, and he is one of the few men in WWE that is a legit fighter. But at some point, he's not going to be able to hang with the guys in UFC.
I'm gonna pick.
So I think now he's going to go UFC.
I'm gonna pick Rollins for another reason.
Okay.
Because if Rollins doesn't beat him, no one will.
There is
nobody else. He's beating everybody.
And that's not that for me. That's not saying Rollins is the best. I mean,
it's
he
not.
is definitely one of.
Best in the world.
He's definitely one of. But it's just saying that he's beaten everyone
That's the problem.
apart from Kurt Hawkins. Yeah, so it's got to be Rollins, really.
Yeah, it has. It has.
But the skeptic in me is thinking, well, we had the same chat last year about Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but we didn't think, like, there is nobody else. We just thought, just get it over and done with. It's all leading to this.
Yeah. It's got to be Seth.
It's got to be Seth, man.
And it's more of a case of, do you think he'll still get that big rub from being the guy to beat Lesnar? Even though Lesnar lost to Roman, and he lost to Goldberg, and he lost to Triple H.
Oh, I was thinking that in his promo. I was thinking Seth just should have come out and be like, well, Goldberg beat you. Well, what Goldberg did, mate. I know.
Remember, Survivor Series, dude.
Is that just, gone from your mind?
But on a serious note, he could have come out and gone, sorry, I was going to come out a few minutes early, but I've just been watching some highlights of last year's SummerSlam. Do you remember this bit? And then it's him being pinned by Roman Reigns just to get under his skin.
Yeah.
What did you think to the low blow? Or double?
I've never been a massive fan of faces using heel tactics, and I wasn't a massive fan then. But I liked it. Didn't really.
The problem we got is that he hit the low blow, he hit another low blow, he hit the super kick, or the Avada Kedavra, which I love because it's a Harry Potter spell, and he hit the stomp. Oh my god, he's overcome the beast. If that happens on Sunday, 1, 2, 3, we've got a new champion. But it can't happen on Sunday because he can't do the low blow.
That's why I love this promo after.
Yeah, when he says, "Oh, I'm not a champion, so I can't yet." But they could have done anything to show him getting one. The bit that's worrying me the most is that he got one up over Lesnar on the Go Home show.
Yeah.
And if tradition dictates anything, it's that Lesnar will now win. I'm still going with Rollins though.
I'm still going with Rollins.
Ronda, Becky, and Charlotte.
Queen.
Oh, you'll never convince me. You'll never convince me that it should be Charlotte, or it will be Charlotte.
No, I won't, because it's gonna be Becky.
It's gonna be Becky. See, they're the easy ones, ish, right?
Can you see my point with Daniel Bryan?
You know how a minute ago we were just saying, if Lesnar wins, there's no one else. If Bryan wins now, who's next?
You've got Kevin Owens. You've got.
Give me a legit storyline reason as to why it's Kevin Owens next.
Because it should have been anyway. Kevin Owens come back, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he lost.
I can't remember what happened.
Well, he didn't beat Bryan, did he? Because he's not the champion, dude.
Yeah, but it's going to be Kevin Owens. Because it was supposed to be Kevin Owens anyway.
It's going to be Kofi Kingston and Big E Langston, or Big E, is the next title feud. Let me ask you this instead. If Kofi loses, what's next for Kofi?
We're going to get the rematch.
No, we're not. No, we're not. There's no rematches in WWE anymore.
The only way I'd turn the New Day on Kofi is if you wait a couple of months. Because we can all see it too. No.
You strike while it's hot.
No. Wait. So people think
because it's a betrayal. You need to make sure the betrayal happens at the most optimum moment. And betraying him when he's at the height of his career. Because even if he carries the title for 6 months and loses it at SummerSlam, this is the highlight of his career. Him, the night he won it, is the highlight of his career. And you have to do it then. You have to pair it with something that the fans don't want to see. Do you know what I mean? It's like when they used to say, how would you turn Cena heel? The best thing Cena could have done to turn heel would have been to break the streak. Because you have to pair something that they do want to see with something that they don't want to see for ultimate impact. So we all want to see Kofi win. We all will see Kofi win. But then Big E's going to put him on his shoulders, and he's going to look down at Xavier, and Xavier's going to shake his head, and they're going to beat the shit out of him. And then drape the title on top of him and walk out. Then we're going to go to commercial.
I agree, but I don't want to see it.
So who's your pick? I'm picking Kofi, guys. Who's your pick, Jack?
It's going to be Kofi Mania, man.
Kofi Mania. That was harder than I thought. I'm so looking forward to this card, man.
And we've got different picks as well, which is nice.
It is nice when we sent it. We have got some similar ones. Last couple of rumours that we'll just touch on before we disappear. I'm ready to go and watch this epic show. Ryder and Kurt Hawkins confronted the Revival on WWE.com. We can probably expect that to get added to the pre-show.
Yeah.
Revival lose.
Yeah.
Kurt gets his win on Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to put that on as an official prediction because it's not an official match yet.
No.
And coming out today is that John Cena, I think it was PW Insider, as reporting that John Cena will definitely be on the show, although plans for Cena are being kept very close to the chest. The only thing is that we know is that he's not going to be replacing Baron Corbin in that angle match. So what's he going to do?
He's going to
interrupt Elias. There you go. That's what we both thought. Just for the skeptics out there, that was definitely not planned.
I hope Elias gets someone big, though.
Do you reckon?
I'm not saying a full band out like that. But
do you think he'll just have a set and not get interrupted?
Can you imagine if he come out and did a song with a full band? Electric. Oh my god, it'd be amazing. Fireworks going off and everything.
Do you reckon?
Oh, it'd be so good.
What, a full half-time show?
He ain't got that many songs, but
I don't know.
If he did a cover of something, I know it's going to cost him a lot, but
not if it's just a cover of a song they already own.
I suppose.
What about if he... Oh, Joan Jett's playing out Ronda Rousey, isn't she?
Yes, it's going to be nice. It's going to be cool.
What about if he plays out someone?
No, it's good. I just hope it's... Yeah, someone can interrupt him, but I just hope it's really good.
He's going to get interrupted by Undertaker or Cena, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or The Rock.
I hope like it's not just
or
the usual Elias performance. You know what I mean? I hope it's not. I hope it's not just the one in the ring. I hope it's something massive.
On stage.
Yeah.
And then, no way, Jose, no way. What do you think is going to open the show?
What?
What match?
Officially.
Yeah.
I had this thought the other day.
It's going to be Seth and Brock.
That's what I thought.
No, it's not going to be Seth and Brock.
It's not going to be, but that's what they should do. People would not...
So Brock can get off?
Lesnar can leave. If Seth's music hits, people would lose their shit. People are like, oh my god, they're doing this.
Yeah.
And then it'll be two bookends then.
I think... and contrary to that, if they did that with Kofi, people will be pissed off.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could get away with it being Seth.
I think it will probably be Joe and Mysterio that open.
Something.
Nice high profile mid card match. Or
it gotta be something hot.
Or Orton and Cena could open. Not Orton and Cena, Orton and AJ could open.
I'm really, really disappointed they've not got a ladder match there this year. Really
think about it. They're gonna add ladders to the four-way tag match, aren't they?
I hope. That'll probably open. It's gonna be high.
Oh yeah. They could open with that.
It's gonna be fast.
They're going to open with a Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Start as we mean to go on.
That's it, man.
Oh.
No questions this week.
No time.
No. Because it is an important week.
Oh, I did have one more thing to ask you, but it's gone. I should read about notes. This time tomorrow, man, we'll know. It'll be over. No. And we'll be sat here going, oh my god, it's Raw. Raw after Mania. Do you get more excited for the Raw after Mania or Mania itself?
Raw after Mania. I'm not going to lie.
That is brilliant. Now, we will be back next week. We may, I'm not going to promise you anything, but we may be back in the week to talk about NXT, to talk about Mania, to talk about Raw and SmackDown and NXT on Wednesday night and 205 Live if people care about that.
Yes.
But if not, we will be back next week to talk about about wrestling as we always are. Make sure you get your questions into us because we'll be doing an extensive question segment next week, and we want to answer as many of you legends as we can. But until then, big thank you to Jack for joining me. Big thank you, Jack.
Yep.
He's already switched off. He's already ready for Mania. It's now in about 5 hours' time.
Enjoy the show. Go crazy. Comes around once a year, guys.
Tweet us during the show.
Yes.
Get on Twitter and tweet us during the show your thoughts. Let's hear what you think about what we're seeing. And remember, whether it, like Jack just said, if it's good, if it's bad, if it's terrible, if it's mediocre, just enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is what we watch wrestling for. We watch it for WrestleMania.
This is it, man. Let's do this.
We'll see you later, guys.
Mania weekend.